Wait, castor oil? For that? Most men think castor oil is just for old-fashioned remedies your grandmother swore by. Maybe you've seen it used for sore joints, maybe even for digestion. But here's what nobody told you. When you mix pure castor oil with one specific performance-boosting powder, you can create a simple 20-second nighttime ritual that delivers morning results, hard as steel, without swallowing a single pill. Sounds strange, I know. I thought the same thing when I first heard about it. But when I saw men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s waking up feeling like they'd rolled the clock back decades, without drugs, prescriptions, or risky procedures, I knew I had to dig deeper. Because the truth is, your body already wants to give you strong morning vitality. It's built into your biology. But after a certain age, the natural switch that makes it happen gets sluggish. Poor circulation, stiff blood vessels, and sluggish nitric oxide production keep you from getting the results you used to take for granted. That's where this unusual combo comes in. Castor oil acts like a high-speed delivery system, carrying the nutrients from this potent powder straight into your bloodstream, bypassing your stomach, avoiding digestion problems, and going right to work overnight. The result? You don't just hope for better mornings. You wake up to them. In a moment, I'll explain the science behind why this works, and why most men over 60 have never heard of it. But first, where are you watching from? And how old are you? Because if you're over 60, what I'm about to share could be the simplest, most effective upgrade you'll ever make. Here's Cast Section 2. Why you've been missing out on this for decades. In the same castor oil plus powder flow. Let me be blunt. If you're over 60 and you don't wake up with strong morning results, it's not because you're too old. It's because nobody ever told you about this. You've been handed little blue pills, male performance supplements, and other quick fixes that treat the symptom but do nothing for the cause. Worse, many of them force your body to work in unnatural ways, which is why the results fade, or you feel worse the next day. Meanwhile, the method I'm about to show you isn't new. In fact, healers and herbalists have been using castor oil as a nutrient carrier for centuries. The only difference is, they didn't have this powder. This powder is packed with plant compounds that wake up dormant blood vessels, restore nitric oxide production, and get your circulation firing like it did in your prime. But here's the thing. If you just swallow it, you'll lose up to 70% of its power to stomach acids and digestion. That's why mixing it with castor oil and letting it absorb under your tongue before bed changes everything. It's not just a trick, it's science. Now, I'll explain the simple biology in a moment. But first, think about this. If you're watching this right now from the comfort of your couch, knowing you could wake up tomorrow with the kind of mornings you haven't seen in years, but you choose to do nothing, you can't blame age anymore. You'll know it's a choice. Here's the quick biology lesson, without the boring jargon. The problem isn't that your body can't create the firmness and stamina you had in your 20s and 30s. It's that your blood vessels aren't getting the signal to open up and deliver the goods. That signal comes from something called amine nitric oxide, the natural molecule your body uses to relax and widen blood vessels so blood can rush in, fast and strong. The powder in this formula is loaded with 3 natural nitric oxide boosters. 1 to unlock the blood vessels. 1 to protect and keep them smooth. 1 to ignite nitric oxide production overnight. But here's the catch. Swallow them in a pill and most of it gets destroyed in your stomach. That's why so many men waste money on miracle capsules that never deliver. Castor oil solves this. When you mix the powder with a few drops of pure castor oil and place it under your tongue, the nutrients slip straight into your bloodstream through the thin membrane under your tongue, completely bypassing the digestive system. No breakdown, no delay, just a direct shot to your circulation system. Even better, castor oil's natural fatty acids help carry those nutrients deeper into your blood vessel walls, where they can actually make a difference. That's why men trying this at night, just before bed, often report that their very first morning feels completely different. In a moment, I'll break down the 3 powerhouse ingredients inside the powder so you see exactly how they work together, and why the order, ratio, and timing are critical. Ingredient 1. The key that unlocks the pipes. The first part of this powder blend is L-citrulline, a natural amino acid your body turns into L-arginine, which then becomes nitric oxide. Think of your blood vessels like a network of pipes. Over the years, they get stiff, narrow, and sluggish. L-citrulline is like the master key that tells those pipes, "Open up, we've got work to do." When more blood can flow freely, everything else starts to work the way it's supposed to. You don't have to force it. Your body responds naturally, just like it did in your prime. Here's where the castor oil comes in again. When you deliver L-citrulline under your tongue instead of swallowing it, you skip the digestive breakdown and get a direct boost in nitric oxide levels. Studies show this can improve circulation within hours, not days or weeks, but unlocking the pipes is only step 1. You also need to protect those pipes so they stay open, flexible, and ready. Not just once, but every time. That's where the second ingredient comes in. Ingredient 2, the protector that keeps you ready. Once L-citrulline unlocks the pipes, you need something to keep them open, smooth, and flexible, so the results don't fade after just one night. That's the job of pine bark extract. This powerful plant compound is packed with antioxidants that fight the oxidative stress and inflammation that stiffen blood vessels over time. Think of it as the Teflon coating inside your pipes, preventing buildup, keeping the walls slick, and making it easier for blood to move quickly whenever you need it. In one study, men taking pine bark extract saw not only better circulation but also improved stamina and recovery. When combined with L-citrulline, the effects aren't just added together. They multiply. The result is faster, stronger, and longer-lasting blood flow. And again, when you mix pine bark extract into the castor oil plus powder formula and absorb it under your tongue, you skip digestion and give your blood vessels the protection they need, right now, not days later. But even with the pipes unlocked and protected, you still need something to ignite the system, to flip the switch that tells your body, it's time to go. That's where the third ingredient takes over. Ingredient 3, the catalyst that ignites the whole process. The final piece of this formula is beetroot extract, one of nature's richest sources of natural nitrates. Here's why that matters. Your body converts nitrates directly into nitric oxide, the molecule that tells your blood vessels to open wide and let blood rush in. Beetroot works like the ignition key in your car. Without it, nothing starts. With it, everything fires up instantly. When taken at night, beetroot primes your system so that while you sleep, your nitric oxide levels climb. This means by the time you open your eyes in the morning, your body is already in full ready mode without you lifting a finger. But here's the game changer. Mixing beetroot extract with L-citrulline and pine bark extract and delivering it through castor oil under your tongue doesn't just add their benefits, it creates a synergistic effect. Each ingredient boosts the other, and castor oil drives it straight into your bloodstream for raw maximum potency by morning. Men who try this simple 20-second nighttime ritual often report that the first morning feels different, stronger, fuller, and more like it used to. And the best part? There's no crash, no racing heart, and no pills to swallow. Now that you know the 3 key ingredients, I'm going to explain exactly how to mix them with castor oil, when to take them, and why the timing matters more than you think. If you've ever tried a supplement and thought, why isn't this working? It's usually because of timing, and delivery. Your body has natural windows when it's most responsive. For circulation and nitric oxide production, that window is at night. While you're sleeping, that's when your blood vessels repair, your hormones rebalance, and your system is primed for restoration. Here's how to take advantage of it. Step 1. Measure out your powder blend. equal parts L-citrulline, pine bark extract, and beetroot extract, in the precise ratio that maximizes nitric oxide production. Step 2. Mix it with a small amount of pure cold-pressed castor oil, just enough to make it a smooth, oily paste. Step 3. Place the mixture under your tongue, right before bed, and let it absorb for 60-90 seconds. Swallow the rest. Step 4. Go to sleep. The castor oil drives the nutrients directly into your bloodstream and deep into your vessel walls, bypassing digestion entirely. That's it. 20 seconds. No pills, no side effects, no awkward waiting period. Men using this exact timing method report that by the first or second morning, they wake up feeling the difference before they even get out of bed. Some say it's like flipping a switch that's been off for years. And if you think this is just a one-and-done trick, it's not. The longer you use it, the more your circulation improves, the stronger and more consistent your results become, and the younger you'll feel from head to toe. Now, let me show you how to get this exact blend without hunting down the ingredients one by one, and why getting the ratio wrong can ruin the whole thing. Now, you could track down each ingredient yourself. You could spend hours online trying to find L-citrulline from one supplier, pine bark extract from another, beetroot from a third. Then hope they're all high quality, pure, and not cut with cheap fillers. Then you'd still have to measure the correct ratio, down to the gram, because if you get the balance wrong, you either overload one ingredient and waste it, or underdose another and kill the synergy that makes this work. That's exactly why I had this formula blended for you in one precise powder. The exact ingredients, the exact potency, the exact ratio, already mixed and ready to combine with castor oil. No guesswork, no wasted money, no trial and error. We call it the Geen Nightsteel formula. Because it's designed to work while you sleep, so you wake up hard as steel without pills, prescriptions, or complicated routines. Every scoop contains pharmaceutical-grade L-citrulline for unlocking your blood vessels, pure standardized pine bark extract for keeping them open and flexible, nitrate-rich beetroot extract for igniting nitric oxide production overnight. All you do is mix it with pure castor oil, place it under your tongue before bed, and let the science handle the rest. Now, if you're wondering how fast you'll see results, or how many nights it takes to feel the full effect, let's look at what men your age are already reporting. I can talk about science all day, but let's be honest, you care about one thing. Will this actually work for me? Here's what men, many over 60, even 70, are already saying about the Nightsteel formula. I thought my best years were gone. First night I tried it, I woke up. Well, let's just say my wife couldn't stop smiling. No pills, no side effects. I'm hooked. Frank R., 68, Ohio. I've tried everything. Nothing worked like this. I mix it with castor oil at night, and by morning, I feel like I'm back in my 30s. Wisem, 63, Texas. It's embarrassing to admit, but I hadn't had a real morning result in years. This worked the very first night. I honestly got a little emotional. Tom H., 71, Florida. These aren't paid actors. These are men who were exactly where you are now. Frustrated, tired of gimmicks, ready to give up. And now? They're living proof that you can flip the switch again, no matter your age. The only question is, will you join them? Or will you keep letting mornings pass by wishing you'd done something sooner? Because every day you wait, your circulation weakens. The pipes get stiffer. The switch gets harder to flip. Tomorrow morning could feel completely different, but only if you take 20 seconds tonight to start. At this point, you know exactly what to do. You know the 3 key ingredients. You know why castor oil changes the game. You know why timing matters. And why doing this at night gives you the best shot at feeling the difference by morning. So now it's on you. You could read this, nod your head, Maybe even picture what tomorrow morning could be like, and then do nothing. Or you could take 20 seconds tonight and see for yourself. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is right before you close your eyes tonight. Because the truth is, you don't need months. You don't need to get in shape first. You don't need to be in your 20s. You just need the right nutrients, in the right delivery, at the right time. So here's my challenge. Mix your powder. Add your castor oil. Place it under your tongue before bed. And when you wake up tomorrow, you'll know if this was worth the 20 seconds. If you do it, tell me where you're watching from, your age, and what you noticed by morning. Your story could be the next one I share here. When you wake up tomorrow, I want you to pay attention, not just to the obvious results, but to the little things you might notice. Did you wake up feeling more alert before you even got out of bed? Did you notice more energy or warmth in your body? Did your mood feel lighter, almost like you slept deeper? And of course, did you get that old familiar morning surprise? Drop your answers in the comments and don't hold back. I want your age, where you're from, and exactly what you noticed. Why? Because your story might be the proof another man needs to finally try it. And if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for more proof, these comments will be where you find it. You might think your experience is nothing special, but trust me, the guys reading will hang on every word. And if you don't notice anything after night 1, that's fine too. I still want to hear it. For some, it takes 2 or 3 nights for circulation to fully kick in. Either way, we're building a log of real-world results here. This isn't theory. This isn't marketing hype. This is actual men of all ages, putting castor oil plus powder to the test. So, will you be part of it? The 3-night challenge. 1 night can show you something. 3 nights can change everything. Here's the deal. I want you to commit to just 3 nights in a row, with the castor oil plus powder method. No skipping. No, I forgot. 3 back-to-back nights. Why 3? Because circulation improvements stack. The longer those vessel walls stay open and flexible, the more powerful the response becomes. Here's how the challenge works. Night 1. You're just waking the system up. This is when a lot of guys feel the first spark. Night 2. Your nitric oxide levels are higher. Blood flow is smoother. You might notice a stronger, faster morning response. Night. This is where it clicks. By now you've primed your pipes, improved oxygen delivery, and set the stage for consistency, not just a one-off win. On the morning after your 3rd night, I want a full report. Your age, where you're from. What changed from night 1 to night 3? Anything unexpected you noticed? Energy, sleep, mood, stamina, etc. Post it publicly. Inspire someone else to take the leap. Because if you can go from nothing's happening to hard as steel by morning in just 3 nights, you're living proof that the system works. And once you've proven it to yourself, you'll never want to go back. If you follow the 3-night challenge, here's the science behind why things feel different so fast. Night 1, wake-up call. The moment you place the castor oil plus powder mix under your tongue, the nutrients bypass digestion and flood your bloodstream. L-citrulline starts converting to nitric oxide. Pine bark extract begins repairing your vessel lining, and beetroot pumps in extra nitrates. It's like turning the lights back on in a room that's been dim for years. Night 2, vessel flex. By the 2nd night, your blood vessels are already more relaxed and flexible. This reduces resistance, meaning blood can flow faster and with more volume. It's also when many men notice deeper, more restorative sleep, because better circulation doesn't just help down there. It feeds your brain and muscles too. Night 3. The lock-in. By the 3rd night, nitric oxide production is running at full tilt. Vessel flexibility is up, inflammation is down, and oxygen delivery is at its peak. This is when your body remembers how to respond like it used to, quickly, strongly, and consistently. The best part? Once your vessels are in this state, they don't just snap back overnight. With regular use, they stay in peak condition, which means better mornings, better performance, and better confidence, all without pills or prescriptions. So when you wake up after that third night and think, wow, it's back, you'll know it's not luck. It's your biology, restored, and after that, well, you might just start looking forward to mornings again. Don't just watch. Join in. You've now got something most men will never hear about. A simple 20-second nighttime method that can bring mornings back to life. Without a single pill. But here's the truth. If you close this and walk away, nothing changes. You'll wake up tomorrow the same as today, wishing you'd done something sooner. Meanwhile, other guys reading this will try it tonight. They'll be back here tomorrow, grinning ear to ear, sharing results, building momentum. And you'll be sitting there thinking, that could have been me. Don't let another morning slip by. Subscribe now, turn on notifications, and be here for the next part, where we go deeper, share more results, and show you how to make this work even better. Because if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss the follow-up. And when you see the comments blowing up with success stories you could have been part of, well, you can only blame one person. So hit that subscribe button now. In the future, you will thank you. Presently, you need to take 3 seconds to do it.